$100,000 US.
So behind the scenes working on that, so you're going to see a landing page for that. You're going to see banner ads. You're going to see an exclusive e-news that goes out for that. You're going to see some other stuff. There's I don't know if Rick's been told about his role yet, but
No, he hasn't.
okay.
Okay, so basically, I had to hand over my firstborn to Royal Caribbean this month. And I'll tell you when I talk about what I'm going to talk about, why we are doing all this, because it's a pretty big incentive. So,
yeah. So Tina's going to go live from the Wonder
with Rick.
With Rick. Rick doesn't know that yet, but and they're going to talk about Black Friday. So there's a lot of stuff going to go on. But it's all worthwhile and for the greater good. It's just kind of last minute thing that we've got to get it all up and ready for the 7th. So I'll be pretty much preoccupied with that. The rest of the team is working on our day-to-day, as well as trying to get some early Black Friday posts up for the suppliers that have those early Black Friday deals or have announced them already, some of the smaller suppliers. And those aren't going to be individual posts. Those are going to be like a combined kind of Black Friday, here's what's happening deal. So we've got that going on. We've got our 10 o'clock first Black Friday live stream tomorrow with Mitch at 10 a.m. I did send an email out to everybody with the links to all of the Black Friday lives. You're welcome to join if you wish. Tina will be hosting. And then the rest of them will start rolling out the week of the 17th. So we've got one now, and then we got kind of a week of break, and then the rest will roll out. And then we're moving into Cruisemas. So we're going to be looking for everyone on the team to do just a very quick little video message and send it to me. And I'm going to share it with Amy, who is on the call. Sorry, she did make the team meeting. And she's going to clip it together. So for Cruisemas, we'll have 9 video messages from suppliers, and then we'll have one from the staff team, one from the sales team, and then we'll wrap it up with the final message from Tina. I'll send you out the parameters. They're going to be really short and sweet, so it's quick and easy. You can just videotape yourself and send them in, but that's coming down the pipeline in the next week or so we have time to get it all together. What else do we have going on? We're working on our marketing plans, supplier of the month, trying to firm those up. We have meetings with Royal and Celebrity for year-round campaigns. And then we'll see, we're going to follow up with the other major cruise lines to see what's going on and how we can work together moving forward, but lots of exciting stuff. We're also looking at launching a podcast in the new year. So with Amy, Amy has a ton of experience working on producing podcasts and getting them out and those sorts of things. So we are going to be hosting a podcast starting in 2026. And more details to come on that, but just kind of a heads up of all the stuff that's kind of happening in the background that we're working like ducks with their feet splashing underwater. So lots of exciting stuff coming up and lots on the go. I think that's it. Cool. Oh, and just a reminder, I sent it out yesterday about the celebrity offer, but just like Celebrity, Royal, all those offers that we get ahead of time are under the NDA. And so, you can suggest to your clients, and Tina can probably clarify this better. Obviously, you can suggest when the best time to book is, but we can't tell them what the offers are that are coming up. So they can't be disclosed until they're actually out there.
And realistically, with Royal, we're assuming the best is going to be the 7th to the 10th. That's the 1,000 off. But even if you miss that, it's down to 950 right after. It's one of those beat the clocks. So it starts high and then goes down, down, down. And then I think it goes up and down for the whole month, but it never hits the 1,000 again until you get to the end of the month.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
So
the
you guys
27th.
have all that information, so you should be able to know when to beat the clock, so to speak.
Yep. So I think that's it for me.
Okay, awesome. Kayla?
Not too much on my end. I've just been working kind of in VCRM to get everything ready for when we do switch over to Salesforce. So trying to, the admin team has been helping me clean up some of the profiles, and I've been looking at making sure commissions have been paid to us essentially. So lots of accounting and stuff like that. With the team lunch we have at the end of the month, I will be reaching out to everybody to help with like our time limitation and everything. We've decided to go with a set menu and then just give them our choices in advance, so that way they can kind of start preparing before we get there, and we don't have to kind of waste time ordering and whatnot. They'll know everybody's order. So I'll be sending those options out later this week. I'm just waiting for a quick answer from them on something. But that's kind of it. And then we're right in the middle of all of the new itineraries deploying right now. So every week it seems like more groups are coming out. I appreciate everybody helping grab space in the evenings. That's very helpful.
That was a bit of a shock yesterday because we're used to it coming out Tuesday nights. And then Kayla just happened to check it, and there was only 5 ships though, so we know there's more to come. And I went through it Kayla went through it, I went through it. We made sure that it really was only the 5 ships because I was very nervous. Mitch sent me an email this morning, and it was only the 5 ships, but quite the shock to find that it came out yesterday. So we're going to start checking again today at 5.
Yeah.
To see if there's more ships coming out, but I think this is going to have to be a daily occurrence now until the rest of the ships come out, because there's still a ton of ships that they haven't announced anything for yet. So I sent a snippet of that spreadsheet yesterday. I copied and pasted it in the group in the chat to show you guys, like, there's still a ton of ships that we don't have any idea where they're going to be. I mean, I don't think Royal Caribbean is abandoning the Caribbean. I don't think they can. There's just way too much investment in the Caribbean, so I'm sure there's lots more ships to come out.
Yeah, and Celebrity is supposed to come. They don't have like a set date. They've just said Caribbean's coming out for them soon, like in November. So,
but the thing is with Celebrity is we have that program that we can book the group space ahead of time. So I always get so with them, at least I get the itineraries ahead of time.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything. So I would be shocked if Celebrity Caribbean came out this week. Because normally they give me that week advance, right? To say, here, do you want to book any groups ahead?
So I have kept the admin team very busy with sending them all of those contracts to price and everything. They will get priced eventually, but they come in floods. So, but that is it for me.
Okay. Actually, Killa, we are looking at hiring a sales and marketing support person.
Yeah, sorry.
So Killa's helping with that post. She posted the ad and looking at resumes for us. So hopefully get somebody on sooner rather than later, because the way that we've structured this position, it will take a little bit of work off of a whole bunch of us. So hopefully it'll take a little work off of me, a little work off of Sherry, a little work off of admin, and a little work off of Kayla. We'll see. I mean, that's kind of high hopes, but would love to give the rest of us a little bit of breathing room to, help out the rest of the team, because we are all buried these days. I mean, it's crazy, and I don't think it's going to get any better. So Q1, we are up 170% over last year. So for the first 3 months. So, I mean, I envision that's probably going to level out a little bit more, because I don't imagine we're going to have big, huge months like that every month, but because we did have 2 really good months in this quarter. But it does mean that there's a whole lot of work for us to do on the back end, just keeping up with groups. And obviously Black Friday has already started, which is insane. It just keeps getting earlier and earlier every year. And it literally runs all month. So for some suppliers, so just kind of crazy. And so we just made the decision to bite the bullet and bring somebody on. We were going to hire a third admin, but I think this position makes a little more sense.
Tanya's
okay.
here, just so you know.
Yep. Who?
Tanya.
Oh, good. Okay. So the reason I wanted Tanya was because you guys are going to start noticing a whole lot more emails in your inboxes. And so so right now I get every single booking, and I've always just shoved them in a folder and not worried about them. But then we had a big bit of a kerfluffle a couple of weeks ago because ACB's like, well, we emailed it to you, and Matt's like, well, I didn't get it. So anyways, we ended up finding it in my bookings folder that I just shove everything in. So I think it makes most sense if we just give those, like constantly just give those to you guys. So as I can, I'm filtering them to you. So they will go automatically right from my inbox to your inbox. If I can't filter them, then I'm going to have them sent to admin, and they're going to send them out. Because sometimes I don't know who the agent is right off the bat. Some suppliers like Princess will put your name right in the top. Those ones I can filter. So you're just going to notice a whole lot more invoices. You know, you can file them, archive them, whatever you decide. Probably not best to delete them, but some suppliers, there's going to be a lot because you get agent and guest for booking, and then you get agent and guest for deposit, and then you get agent and guest, like you get numerous. So it's going to be a lot of emails, but it's probably best that we have this system rather than just sitting in an inbox not being even looked at. So anyways, so admin knows that that's coming. They're going to have a little bit more filtering to do, but okay. I wanted to talk about the team build because we are just coming back from an amazing week on the Celebrity Silhouette. Some of us 2 weeks. But I have to say, like, that was probably one of the funnest, most energizing weeks that I've had ever. Like, it was just, what a great group of people you guys are. Like, every one of you just, you know, made the week so special. And so I'm super pumped already about next year, and I've already been like planning next year. So I've done out the pricing for the Wonder. It has dropped quite a bit, which from the last time I sent it out, which makes me nervous that it's going to go back up, but fingers crossed. We'll play it by ear. I have to talk to Mitch again today, so I'm gonna ask him again if he thinks prices are going to go up, because otherwise, like, if we're only going to get $100 on board credit by waiting to the 7th, I'd rather book it with the cheaper prices. But so I'm going to send out the email, and you guys can let me know what your intentions are for next year. I'm hoping to book it November 7th because if you know, everything holds true and we do get a better savings, we've got, like for a balcony, for example, we'll have $50 onboard credit with the Loyalty Royal Sale. We'll have $50 onboard credit with the early naming bonus. I haven't decided yet what we're going to do with Gap, but we'll do something with Gap. And the big thing was yesterday we met with Mitch and we told him we wanted Royal Caribbean to pay for us all to go to the Royal Beach Club. And I think he was a little bit shocked, but after some negotiation, he came back and offered us $3,000 US. And we have to, but he wants us to book it on November 7th because he thinks the cruise planner sale is going to be the best price. So we're super, super, super excited. So this would include everybody. So the $3,000 might not cover everybody, but we'll find, if it doesn't, we'll find more ways to make more money. But yeah, that's like $300 a person right there, guys. Like, that's, the Royal Beach Club is the bomb. You know, it's going to be a great, great day. So we'll have Perfect Day, which is free, and then we'll all get a pass into the Royal Beach Club. So very excited about that. Mitch and Sandra have both been invited. Both are pretty sure they're going to be able to be there with us. So that's also really exciting. But yeah, that's basically why I said I had to hand over my firstborn for this month, because so all this work that Linda's doing is getting us to the Royal Beach Club. is the goal. He just said like there was a bit of money left over at the end of the year, and we just had to come up with a plan to be able to get it, and and then we can save it for, we'll spend it on November 7th. Hopefully we'll be able to book everybody for next year and also book the Royal Beach Club. So November 7th is going to be a pretty crazy morning. I might need some help, Kayla. Hopefully, if you're around. Oh shoot, is that a weekend? No. Oh, please don't tell me it's a weekend.
It's Saturday.
Oh.
No, the 7th is a Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm here. I'll be here 7.
All right. Okay, so that's all I have. Do you guys have anything you want to bring up?
So I've been having this conversation with Tanya offline, but I thought I'd bring it up in the meeting too. I know specifically with celebrity, I'm sure it might happen with other lines as well, but when there's notifications that are sent into the agency for oversold cruises,
Yeah.
I think it'd be really beneficial if that notification went to the agents first to make them aware that there's a ship that we've booked them on that's oversold and they're being sent an offer, so that we can work with our guests on what the offer is, make sure they fully understand it, see if they want to take advantage of it or not. Because the Japan cruise that I'm hosting is still oversold, and the emails went out again to notify guests that it's still oversold and they've been extended a richer offer. But I got the email as a guest and had no idea that this went out to everyone. And so we're kind of doing things backwards.
Should we just be CCing you though on those emails?
No, like this came to my personal email as a guest.
No, but I'm saying like if anything goes in the admin box and they send it out to the clients, the agent should be CC'd.
Yeah,
I think
that would at least be a good start.
I think in every single instance, the agent should be CC'd, no matter if it's oversold or anytime we reach out to a client, we should also be sending it to the agent.
Yeah, same as a itinerary change or any of those kind of things. If whenever those kind of notifications come in from the cruise line, that they go to the agent as well as the guest.
Yep.
Just so that we're all kind of informed on this, and because otherwise they come to us and say they start complaining about the itinerary change and we didn't know it,
right? Or
about it being oversold, and what does this mean for me because I only have a guarantee, and does that mean I'm going to get booted off the ship, or the panic starts before we have a chance to even know what they're talking about.
And that actually has happened to me quite a bit lately. So Kayla, can you please deal with that, where I don't know what's going on with my clients because I'm not being CC'd?
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to clarify. You just want the, like Matt said, itinerary changes or offers.
Unless it's...
You don't want the embarkation notices and stuff like that. Like, because admin will get 20 of those every day. And
what's an embarkation notice? Like what time they have to show up at the ship?
Yeah, just information about their embarkation day kind of thing. Do you want?
I don't know. I think maybe everything should just be CC'd to the agent.
Okay, because there's just a lot of those. I just want to
delete it, right? Like it's
okay. Yeah, that's no problem. We can certainly arrange that.
Thank you. Okay, good. Anything else?
I have something.
Yeah.
I wondered whether anybody else has encountered this. I've got a few people sailing MSC coming up, and I've run into a situation where I can't make their payment by myself online. The window doesn't open properly, and when you go to select the drop-down menu, it's select payment type, and you can't select a payment type. And I've tried it on like 4 different computers. I've tried it on mobile.
Is this an MSC or a
MSC Direct? Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
a system glitch because I've had the same thing.
Is it the browser that you're using, or maybe you can show Kayla?
I worked with Carrie a little bit. I got her to try it last night. I've tried different browsers. I've tried mobile. I've tried my husband's computer. I've tried a full.
So you're making payments for your client? Can admin do it?
No.
I don't know if it's any different for admin. I don't think so. It's just how their window opens up. I have to call and make the payment.
Kayla, can you please let Tammy know?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I have the same problem every time I've actually booked an MSC. When you click on the link to select payment type, It's just a box, and it doesn't change. It doesn't offer you Visa,
Yeah.
MasterCard, whatever.
Okay.
And I've had to call it in
very
every
similar
single
problem
time.
booking groups with MSC, so maybe
I was-
there's, yeah.
I was going to say, Tammy actually said to me earlier this week to report any glitches like that to her so she can go to their IT team.
Okay, good.
So,
Yeah, so I guess we just call them in the meantime.
So it was a problem for me last night because I had a payment that was due on an option and I couldn't do it because they were closed and I couldn't call them. So I had to cancel the bookings and rebook them so that the option extended to today.
Okay, and prices were
fine. It was fine, but it was a
okay.
pain.
So yeah,
I would have rather just paid it.
In future, let us know. Like, send us the email and we'll send it in.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's annoying.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody have anything else? Oh, I wanted to mention that Sandra brought up something on the first cruise that I thought was interesting. So I was complaining about how celebrity groups and royal groups pricing is way more than FIT, but it's the group prevailing is closed, so we can't reprice. So we're selling a lot more FIT than we ever have because it's groups is ridiculous, right? So she said in celebrity, we can reprice to FIT. I'm like, I don't know whether that's true, but when you guys see that, can you just screenshot it and send it over to me and I will call in and find out? We just have to get to the revenue department and say, like, here's the FIT pricing. Can you reprice the group? And we'll see, and we'll find out for sure whether that's even a thing or not.
That's with the refundable, right?
Yes, it would have to be apples to apples. So you would have to, like, obviously take off the overlay, do refundable. Yep. But yeah, Sherry, what's your experience with looking up celebrity? Is FIT cheaper? Like,
sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, actually, you'll probably be the one to find it first.
Yeah, I see them. I see them a lot in Norwegian, which is annoying. But
Norwegian. Okay, we can reprice Norwegian usually. No problem.
I send them all. Yeah, when I come across them, I send them all.
Oh, do you? To who?
Yep. To Kayla.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Kayla.
Sorry, Kayla.
Hopefully, when we get this sales support position, we'll be able to give some of this stuff to them. All right. Did you guys all put your pictures in the Google Drive from?
No.
Okay. Well, Amy's working on a video, so.
Good.
We do have the agent rewards. I know Linda said she was working on the raffle part thing, but we do have those for last month. If we want to do those, not sure.
Yeah, I can do that. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I'm no rush. I was just saying. For the reviews, because it's based on the most number of reviews, client reviews. So that's the $50 Amazon gift card. That goes to Matt this month.
Yeah.
Matt had the most reviews online. And then I don't know how to run the raffle, so I depend on Linda for that. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry, I'm just trying to share my screen here. I don't know why it's not sharing. No, it is sharing. It says it's sharing. Can you see it? Oh, no, I haven't added it to stage. Sorry. Okay, there it is. All right. So this is for supplier of the month. So it's for $100 bonus commission and
I don't know why, but it's not spinning on my screen.
Yay.
Gotta like that. You're on vacation, Luke, and you're making money.
There you go. Thank you.
I'll get that added to.
That just makes the MSC sting not making the payments a little bit more bearable.
Thank you, Linda.
Just no problem. Just one other thing. So we had sent out, or I'd sent out something to all the agents about personal branding. So just wanted to touch base briefly about that. You can go through it if you have questions. You can definitely ask me. We talked about it during the celebrity cruise a little bit, and Rick had asked if I could put something together. So hopefully that's helpful. The expectation is that you do what you're comfortable with. That it wasn't sending that wasn't saying like, oh, you have to, if you're not on LinkedIn, you have to be there, or if you don't have a Facebook page or an Instagram page, you have to make one and start posting all this stuff. It's really about what you already have that maybe could be leveraged differently. What you might want to consider if you feel like you're comfortable with it and that it has value for you. The other part of it is for the cruise deals for Canadians, when you're posting there, just to help you out as far as like how you're creating that content and the way you're positioning it. So again, how you utilize your personal platforms is totally up to you. I don't do sales, but if I were doing sales, I would certainly leverage my own platforms because you already have connections with those people in some sort of relationship. But again, totally up to you. If you have questions about what I sent out, please let me know. And then we'll also be working with Amy for those who are going to be, leveraging these opportunities to maybe create more content to share either on cruise deals or to share on their personal to, then get shared onto ours. Amy isn't going to be creating content for agents. So if you take a bunch of content, you can't just send it to her and say, put something together for me. She is, has limited hours and a bunch of projects for VFC, but she will set aside some time to help you walk through if you have something that you're working on and you want to say like, how do I edit this and like what's the best way to do and can you help me walk through the process? She will do a one-on-one with you. Again, it's not going to be like a 4-hour like in-depth video training course. It's going to be, here's what I've done so far, here's where I'm having problems, how can you help me? And hopefully it'll, connect those dots for people who might be struggling a little bit with creating that content. So there's that.
Okay. Linda, just a heads up, Mitch wants to meet with me. That can't be good. There's going to be more stuff coming, I guarantee it. Are you hiding?
She's clearly hiding.
All right. Okay. I don't think we need a luxury meeting today because we haven't had time to work on luxury at all. So I'm thinking this is it.
Sorry, one thing. Did we tell everybody that we've got the deposit amount and the final payment date on everybody's deal
I don't think we did.
templates? No, I forgot and noticed them this morning and missed them. So yeah, everybody.
We've added that onto every template. So
yeah,
if you're using a template that's not part of our team templates, you're going to want to go grab a copy of our team template again. Because Holly, I believe it was Holly, added all the final payment dates and deposit information on every template.
Can we make sure the logos are on all the templates too?
Yep.
Again, I would say just looking at the volume of stuff that gets put out, and obviously we try to be as accurate as possible. But if you do notice something, please, just reach out to me and I can pass it on to whoever's been working on that sort of stuff. I mean, obviously, if it's a deal and the pricing is wrong, the way we, or there's an issue with pricing or something about it, the way we've been doing it in the agent chat works fine. But if it's something about like, oh, the template is missing this, or,
Mhm.
this is misspelled or something like that, that's going to be used consistently over and over again, if you can just let me know, and then I can reach
Yeah.
out to the team and make sure we get it
And
fixed.
we used to double check everything that went out to Facebook, but we just have not got the resources right now. So we are just trying to be accurate. I know it's not always possible, especially because Sherry and I are very rushed in the mornings trying to get everything out by a certain hour. But just flip us a message in there and we will fix it as soon as we can. Okay. Oh, calling. All right, guys, I think that's it. So if you haven't sent me your intentions for the team build, please do. I will send you an email right now letting you know what the prices are looking like and what the perks are, and we'll go from there. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.